All right. Here we go. Another episode of your favorite podcast, everyone. You can't make this shit up. I am your political innovator, David Washington. This is Joe Hawksey, your other political innovator at J in
Da-
Washington. So,
David, thank you for thank you for this episode. Look, I'll take this introduction because the Republican Party of Florida has released a video connecting Democrat State Representative Anna Eskamani and Angie Nixon to the Council on American-Islamic Relations. It's called CAIR, CAIR, and they've accused of terrorist ties. The video cites CAIR's alleged terrorist connections and Florida Democrats' support showing Eskamani and Nixon as at a pro-Palestinian rally. CAIR endorsed Hamas violence and drew condemnation from the Biden administration. The video questions why elected officials support CAIR's radical views, emphasizing Eskamani and Nixon's resistance to denouncing anti-Semitism and their dissenting votes on related resolutions. Let's go. What do you say?
woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. And so this article came from the Tampa Free Press, dated January 27th by Liam Egger. And there's a screenshot in the article of a particular protest. And this screenshot is provided by the Florida GOP. And in the screenshot, it says, "We are jihad." Wow. And the party released a 66-second video on Twitter, or now known as X, about the Council of American Islamic Relations and the backing the group has received from Eskamani and Nixon. This is concerning, of course, when you have two state representatives who are very popular, not just in their own districts, but statewide. It draws attention, undue attention, to Democrats that the Democrats really can't afford to have. And the crowd goes silent.
Oh, I don't know why it went silent. I
Oh,
look.
you.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes, you're. We
Oh
we
yeah.
got
Okay.
you.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm having a little issue with my website here, but Anna Eskamani, very nice person. I want everybody to know. I'm going to be very clear. She's never. I mean, she's avoided me in political stuff, but as far as when you're at an event, she's very kind. She's a very likable person. Um, she is. She is Islamic, so her position may be tied to, her faith, but at the same time, we need to balance the fact that, you know, we support Israel. We do not support terrorism in any form.
Hmm.
We wouldn't. There's a lot of talk about, you know, the anti-Semitism that's been raised since this Hamas incident with Israel. So this is I mean, it's a legitimate place to attack them. Um, I think that they should come up and they should address the issue with everybody because look, you become it becomes hypocrisy if you're telling everybody that they're supposed to love everybody and they got to treat everybody equally, and you're defending the LGBT community. You're out there trying to defend everybody and then you say, yet I'm not going to support the Jewish people. I'm not going to support this group of people. I'm not going to support this group of people, and I'm gonna be very vocal about it. You shouldn't be at a protest. That's the worst part.
And what compounds the issue is that, according to the Tampa Free Press, um, Nixon and Eskamani have been resistant to denounce anti-Semitism in the wake of the horrors that are occurring in the Mid East, particularly those demonstrated by Hamas. Um, they were two of three Democrats who voted against a resolution introduced by Democrats that defined anti-Semitism in Florida law. So in November, Nixon introduced a resolution that called for Israel to stop its offensive and implement a ceasefire in Gaza. And she and Eskamani were the only two state lawmakers to support that. So there's there's an issue with Nixon and Eskamani not following along with or supporting the majority of Democrats, the vast majority of Democrats on this particular position. Are they in positions where they can, defend themselves, defend their seats? Maybe, maybe not. But knowing, Representative Eskamani more than I do Representative Angie Nixon. Um, Eskamani's is firm in her beliefs, firm in her stances that she's taken, and this is one time that she's not standing with the Democrats on a particular sensitive yet important issue.
But David, yeah, you have seen a lot of Democrats leaving, the support for Israel on the table. Kamala Harris has been clear, and they've been trying to hide her away with her statements in support of Hamas. Um, these little things that you know they come back to bite you when you say them, or you go out and protest. They what was it that Holly said when we were speaking to her from No Labels? Everybody should know you get caught no matter what you do in
That's
this
right.
industry.
You do.
Everybody sees it. There's nothing you can say or do that's not going to be there. Like, you want to get somebody on flip flopping? That's my favorite commercials because you get somebody in politics long enough, they've been on both sides of the issue.
Right.
you know?
Right. Yeah, that's true. And is Eskamani is very independent in her views and in her votes, but mostly, falling in line with many of the Democratic legislation that moves forward. However, is her stance representative of the district that she represents? Um, that's something that maybe her residents, her district constituents, should ask her if they see this as an issue. Personally, I need to learn a lot more about this conflict and, of course, the history of this conflict. However, Eskamani and Nixon have made their stake and they're sticking to it.
Well, I my final word is just again, look, she's not she's not one that's not strong in her beliefs, and this is not unusual for her to get involved in an issue full force. And Eskamani, yeah, she will have to answer to her constituents. It'll be interesting to see if somebody of the Jewish faith were to run against her in the primary, but they're running out of time. That would be something that would be shocking. But again, she's probably safe in her district because people like her. Um, that's it. I think that this tragedy that we have over in the Middle East is just never gets better. Um, and it seems to escalate uh, when there are certain leaders in charge. So I keep telling you that a lot reminds me of the Carter administration with this one, but that's for a different day.
My final word on this is that I hope that this war comes to an end soon in a way that is negotiated in as amicable fashion as possible. We don't know. I don't know for sure. Eskamani and Nixon are very firm and very decided in their positions, always have been. And, you know, I like it when a politician not just say what their positions are, but actively remind people where they stand on the issue, that they're actually in their districts, actually in the streets, showing their district constituents, showing the states that they represent that this is something that is clearly very close to their hearts and to their own policy positions. And kudos to them maintaining consistency in their positions. And I wish, regardless of what side you are on this particular issue or any issue, I just wish that more of our politicians were active in that way to some degree, but more active in showing their constituents that this is something that they stand on. So this is You Can't Make This Shit Up. That was Joel Hawksley. I'm David Washington. We would love to hear what you have to say on this particular topic. Please comment below. Let us know. We'd love to hear what you say. We'd love to hear about the facts, not the feelings you may have about this, because at the end of the day, we want to stand on facts and credibility. We are your political innovators here at Jay in Washington. Thank you, Aaron, for producing today. Thank you to our team for helping us put all of our productions together. Don't forget, we have the Morning Constitution. We have the David Washington Show Mondays. We have Countertop Politics. And of course, we have our flagship production, You Can't Make This Shit Up, with David Washington, Joe Hawksley. We are the Jay and Washington Network. And don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter, The Informer, and check out our blog. Some really good information there. We're celebrating Black History Month with a series by Joel. I think you'll really enjoy that. And look forward to March. It's Women's Month. We'll see you the next time.